What up, y'all? YouTube Gaming checking in. Bringing y'all my Graviton Sniper skill build, focusing on Dex and Intelligence and the Graviton shot. So let's get into this build and check it out. At Strength, we got 96. Vit, we have 64. Intelligence, 136. AGI, 85. Dex, 250. Luck, we have 1. And as you see, my defense is at 1612. HP is at 5240. Gear weight, you see I'm almost pushing the max on my gear weight. But with this build, it's basically going to be centered around you being a sniper, but being able to hold everybody in place, all of those crowds in place, holding those big monster enemies in place. So focus a lot with Dex, because you're going to be using a lot of your gadgets, and you're going to be using a lot of your meteor fall rocket launcher a lot, because you're going to have to put that Graviton shot out, and that big ball is going to take up a lot of damage on those crowds and also on those monsters. So basically I mostly use this for a boss, killing the boss build. So I have some gameplay that's going to be coming up after this also, but let's check this out. Let's go ahead on and let's talk about the rest of this. Intelligence is at 136, and that's going to help with bringing back your gadgets. That's going to bring them back pretty quick. You're not going to have a long wait time on them. Your AGI and your Vit are okay to be around these numbers, 64. I usually would have ran my Vit at about around 65 to about 70, but I'm choosing to go around 64. I think I might be able to push it down a little bit. I'm gonna try and like work this build out and see if I can push it down some. But I took my strength to a 96, and with that strength, I'm trying to use it so that I can be able to carry the AMR Death Wind and my meteor fall, to make sure that I have enough, which as you see I do, but I'm still kind of pushing the limit, which is okay. But yeah, your biggest focus in here is going to be Dex, and that is because of the Graviton shot. Now let's go into my equipment, and as you see I have the AMR Death Wind, and on this I have weak spot damage, critical damage, physical attack, bullet circle stabilization, damage at max HP, damage to life forms, humanoids, and mechs. And you see my physical power is at 3011. Strength requirement is 76, and Dex requirement is 42. So I have a beast of an AMR Death Wind right here. I literally just got this drop earlier today, and so I had to go and fix it up and put it on, and I tested it out, and yeah, this is a monster. And as I told you before, I do have the meteor fall on here. As you see, it is at a rank 6. I just haven't ranked it up to 7 yet, but I have physical attack, critical damage, explosive attack, critical rate, damage to mechs and life forms. Physical power is at 529, explosive force is at 1604. Requirement stats are strength of 53, dex of 37. I basically just used this to get that Graviton shot out, and I have the Graviton shot 2. Haven't got to the 3 yet, but I'm trying to get to that 3. But it does mean damage when you have your dex at 250. So as you'll see in my gameplay that I have coming up in another vid, but it does a lot of damage, and being able to hold those bosses in place and being able to just pick them off with a sniper rifle helps a lot. And also when you're picking them off with that rifle, you can also lay down your traps, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. But let's continue on. I have the Nocturnal Coat M, and I have the face mask and eye patch. This face mask has strength of 18, bit of 3, item drop rate is 5.32. My eye patch, that has AGI of 9, bit of 15, defense life forms is plus 12.03. So My face mask and my eye patch do help out a whole lot because they keeps me from putting in a lot of more points onto VIT and AGI. So that's basically why I'm running both of those, but they are very helpful. I went to the vendor that's hidden over in the corner and picked those up from him, and I just kept going back and forth to him until I found something that I basically liked. So let's bounce up out of here, going to the gadget setup. Ooh, go faster. So with my gadget setup, as you'll see, I'm running metal material, camouflage, electromag, stun trap, proximity mine, and flashbang. And when I said being able to hold those bosses in place with that Graviton shot, while they're in place, you can put down an electromag stun trap and put down a proximity mine, and just continue to keep putting these down because you're getting these skills back. Pop out a flashbang, blind them, hit them with a couple of more sniper bullets, then back off and let them come at you. And when they come, that's going to continue to keep getting that stun on them, and it's going to continue to keep going to get stunned as long as you keep putting it down. And also make sure to get the stun on your weapon. So let's go over to skill sets. Now, as I was saying, make sure to get stun on your weapons. As you see, I have the electrodynamic stunner, armor break shot 2, phantom bullet 2, and armor form 1. The electrodynamic stunner 1 is highly important because with that syncing with your stun trap, it also helps to put that stun on a boss pretty quick. So let's say the dungeon boss that's over at the Sea Watch Tower, I actually got him to drop twice before I killed him, but I actually got him to drop twice from the stun. Now with the armor break shot 2, that's highly important because it knocks all of the armor off, allowing you to be able to do more damage. And a phantom bullet 2 also is a little bit more consistent with how decent that line is going on to the enemy. And of course I got armor form just to give myself a little bit more defensive help. Alright, on my launcher I have Graviton shot, as I told you, and then I have Graviton shot 2 and Graviton shot 1. Yes, I am using both, and both do work in sync with each other. I may fire one to the left side and fire one to the right side, or I may fire one up and fire one down, but I am using both. Then I have armor break shot 2 here, and then I have hyper awareness. The reason why I put hyper awareness on here is because I really like hyper awareness. It keeps me from getting from getting into sticky situations, is what I want to say. So that's the reason why I have that. Sometimes, hey, with this build I do die, but the way that I have my team set up, I'm always constantly getting picked up, and they're dealing just as much damage as what I am, believe it or not. But also with these Graviton shots, I'm kind of looking to go possibly around Graviton shot 2 and 3. Once I get Graviton shot 2 maxed out, I may just go with Graviton shot 2 and 3, or I may just do Graviton shot 1, 2, and 3 and see how that works. I'm gonna play around with it, and then I'll let you know, and then I'll drop an updated video. But that's my setup for my weapons, and just coming back to it, as you see, as I told you, Dex is highly important because it allows you to put out that damage with that death gun sniper and with that Graviton shot. So you want to have that, and intelligence plays the secondary fiddle to that because it allows your gadgets to come back, so you can use all of your stun traps and continue to keep popping those out, so you're not getting trampled, and you just don't have to stay in one spot as most snipers do. So you can actually like snipe, move, lay down traps, snipe, move, lay down traps. But with my team, I have I may need to put her back on there. I think I pulled her off. Yes. Okay. So my robot systems, the way I have her set up with her gadget sets is the camouflage, electromag stun trap, smoke grenade, and ion grenade. Stun trap once again because that actually helps me out if she's putting it down, and most of the time she is. So now that's 3 stuns that's getting put onto the enemy. And let's go to her skill sets, which on her weapons I have her with dual wielding assault rifles and also with a grenade launcher. But she's doing more healing on her assault rifles with hyper awareness also and power break shot. Power break shot is very important because it also helps to bring down the enemy's power and allows us to put in more damage. Now she has Graviton shot 3. I've always kept Graviton shot on my little robot or whatever, so I put Graviton shot 2 and 3 on her, and this just makes it so easy to just do work. Like I'm just seriously just doing work to these dungeon bosses, but I'm gonna let y'all see that though. Healing field shot 1 and power break shot 1. And so from there, let's go and check her out. And as you can see, her strength is at 105, bit is at 82, intelligence is at 165, AGI is at 85, dex is at 195, and luck is at 65. Tried to keep her almost balanced a little bit, but still played it to what I am with the dex and intelligence. I mostly all the time with my robot I go in with a high intelligence and a high dex, and I always try and keep Graviton shot on her because I like to be able to keep some type of crowd control around. But that's basically her setup, with her having a spicule and dual wielding robust MK2s. Let's let y'all check that out real quick. I thought I had them on dual wielding. Okay, yeah. So the dual wielding robust MK2s, the spicule, and then she has on those, as you see, weak spot damage, critical rate, bullet circle accuracy, physical attack, damage to mechs and life forms, and damage when off guard. I still have to get this weapon ranked up, but for the time being, it does its job being a green legendary, I guess you can say, which I don't see a lot of drops on these. On the spicule, physical power of 589, explosive force of 1791. She has weak spot damage, explosive attack, critical damage, ammo acquired, physical attack, and damage to humanoids. And basically, I just use that for the Graviton shot. With her glasses, she has dex, defense, first life forms, poison resistance, blaze resistance. And for her face mask, she has defense, burst mechs, intelligence, and blaze damage. So basically just trying to keep her even, but at least along the same lines with me, but just trying to, you know, keep this team thing going. And basically that's my setup, that's my build. It's a U-Tough game. Appreciate y'all coming through. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Holla at you.